What's going on? What's going on, believers in Christ? Happy Friday afternoon. Happy Friday in the afternoon. What we got here is a little bit of water coming down from the sky. Those are clouds underneath the firmament. The firmament. So we got a little bit of moisture. It's so ironic. As the water cometh, I'm filling up that swimming hole right in front of you. So it's kind of a sprinkle on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest of rain. It's probably around a 2, maybe a 3. I mean, I could walk in it. It's about a 2. Perhaps a 3. So that tree there's a branch that was there that I would like to have cut off, but we had already cut plenty of branches off already. And this place was full of nothing but trees and branches. Look over yonder. You see all that wood piled up over there. That's from what we did cut down from that big oak tree. That's a big oak tree. Hello, UKC. What's going on? What's going on, UKC? I'm just sharing with everybody that big oak tree. I cut some branches down from that big oak tree, 4 of them, and they came down hard. You could see where right there one of the branches got a hold of that fence, and that's my fence, but on the other side there's kind of a steel fence, so I got to do repair to the neighbor's steel fence. Welcome aboard, everyone. Good to have you on board. Hello, Ryder Bridges. So I'm just sharing with everyone that I'm putting water in this hole in the ground. Yeah, I know. I hate when things go awry. But that's some of the wood that came from that big oak tree. So there's firewood for the fireplace this winter. It's not winter yet. It's kind of the middle of summer, would you say? But yeah, it's good to have people on board here. Yeah, s'mores. I love eating s'mores. I like the chocolate and the graham cracker and the marshmallow. So when I first purchased this home, hello, Jared. Welcome aboard. Hey, so when I first purchased this home, there was a green belt. I mean, see the roof of that house that the camera's focused on? I would never see that previously. See all that greenery right there? Just above that ladder? That was all the way covered back through there. And a guy went and chopped a tree down in the back of his own yard. Sad day for me. I mean, he liked it. But I didn't, because now I look out my upstairs bedroom windows, and instead of seeing that pretty green belt, I see that house. But I could grow my own green belt and plant my own trees that will provide privacy, right? I can get the job done still. Get her done. Get her done. Hey, it's broadcasting from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Hello, Gahana. Thank you, Gahana. Appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. Well, now that you say a garden, see those little plants there? I did get a start, but I think a garden with carrots and watermelon and radish, cucumbers, garlic's always good for the body, would be good. So over yonder, by that tree back over there, I did start a garden. Hello, Danny Hill. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. But a garden would be a wonderful thing. So this is kind of my little oasis, back here in the backyard. And that swimming pool, the water is being filled up now. Walking in the rain. Walking in the rain. Walking in the rain. See, water's being filled up in that swimming pool. And Mother Nature's helping it because it's rained. Look, there's a water bottle. Julio left that on the side by that ladder, and the wind blew it into the pool. I said, just leave it. That's not going to hurt nothing. But you see that hose? It's filling water in the pool. I was joking with Julio, and I said, hello, USA. Yes, this is USA from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I was joking with Julio. I said, I'm going to get us a long hose and hook it to the back of that house, and get a long hose and hook it to the back of that house, and I'll have 3 hoses going into the swimming pool. He laughed. He's funny. Julio's the one that helped me paint the pool. If you look at one of my short videos, I took a short video of Julio down there in the deep end, painting. But this probably has another 5, 6, 7 hours. I mean, I could probably leave it through the night. I probably will. And I'll take a dip in the pool in the morning. A dip in the swimming pool in the morning. But scan out a little bit so you can see a little bit better. But we purchased this home in 2010, and now it's 15 years later. And just as we were leaving North Carolina to wander on to California, I was in the military, right? And we rented out the house for 11 and a half years. So, of course, the renter's no longer in the home, and I have the house up for sale. So I put that gate there because your swimming pool is supposed to be enclosed, all areas, so little kids don't get in and jump in the pool and drown. I guess before they've had situations where babies have drowned by crawling into the swimming pool or being unattended. But the neighbor across the street, look how pretty their blooms are taking to their trees. It's a beautiful home. And we trimmed the bushes today. Julio did. So that's the front of the house. That's the garage that you saw from the back, and that's the front of the house. It's like an old colonial home, right? But hey, bye. Thanks, Jared, for stopping by. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I should go inside. I enjoy this little rain. It was really hot earlier and humid, but now it's not as bad because the rain's cooling everything off. Sometimes what will end up happening, though, is that after then more humidity does come. So for those of you that watch me on my channel out of Illinois, when I broadcast from there. That's my car, the Bumblebee. My son calls it the Bumblebee. But yeah, I could technically jump in the swimming pool now and go for a swim. I mean, if there's lightning, you're not supposed to get in. But see, you can see that water hose filling it up and the rain helping it out. I called the city, and one time free, you can fill up your swimming pool and they won't charge you for it. It's going to take 18,000 gallons, and I'm taking my one time. I called up and told them I'm filling up my swimming pool, so it's going to be free. We painted it blue. 2 different colors of blue paint, though, from the epoxy, but once you get water in there, it's all going to look the same pretty much. I'm happy with it. I'm not complaining. It's too late now. I mean, I'm started filling it up with water, so I'm not gonna. I mean, I had to draining that pool just to get to it. Hey, so how are you guys doing, Ryan? Oh yeah, Illinois is a good place. Sorry, I was lagging. Yeah, Illinois is a good place. I live by St. Louis. St. Louis. I'm a Cardinal fan simply because of the location where I live. And I do go to the games. Next door neighbor, he used to live in Indiana. Have I ever went to where? City Museum? Yes, in St. Louis. City Museum's cool, Ryder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The City Museum is cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, so it's the weekend here in North Carolina. The kiddos are already back to school again. I can't believe it. They do that year-round school. Yeah, City Museum's really nice. What's your favorite part of City Museum? I like all the different historical facts. History's important. Museums are important. It's good to have you guys on board. Thank you for live stream. I'm broadcasting here from Fayetteville, North Kakalaki. Just filling up that hole in the ground with water, with good old H2O, and Mother Nature's giving an assist from the clouds above, from the clouds underneath the firmament. I'm actually so scared of heights. I went on the plane and looked down like I was that scared. Oh, I know. The slide's cool at City Museum. Yes, sir. Yeah, heights are not something to mess with. Yeah, and once I was on the thing that, like, makes a circle, apparently I was scared of heights that even my friend that spent it fast, and I kept screaming and laughing as my friend, yeah. Oh, I know that, what do they call that? Not a merry-go-round, but, what is the thing called? I rode one in Atlanta. It's 265 feet high. Not a gondola. What are carousel? Is it a carousel? Ferris wheel. Oh, I know. I get scared of heights too. Especially as you age. As the person gets older, your equilibrium changes significantly. My 9-year-old son, he could spin on the merry-go-round, round and round he goes. And he likes to go fast. He doesn't mind if he gets all dizzy like. He says, be careful, don't do that to yourself. But yeah, the carousel is scary. Ferris wheel. That's what I was looking for. The Ferris wheel. The one in St. Louis, Missouri, and the one in Atlanta, Georgia are the same height. I believe it's 262 or 265 feet. The Ferris wheel. But yeah, I just figured I'd pop on live stream and say hi to everybody. Yeah, carousel is quite different from a Ferris wheel. That's so true. That is truth. You are speaking truth. Well, I should figure out what I'm gonna do for chow. I just made me a ham sandwich and I need to head to the grocery store and get some groceries. But the rain's kind of letting up. You can see the water dripping from the spout there. Hey, I really appreciate everybody joining the live stream and coming in and saying hi and really being so gracious. Oh, Greensboro. That's a cool location. I missed the comment. Where somebody said they used to live in Greensboro. It's good to see everybody on board. What I like to do. Oh yeah, the whole parking lot. Is I like to read the comments and see who's here. But I missed some of the comments. Ryan, thank you for the many comments you've been making. Yeah, it's good to see everybody aboard. I'm broadcasting from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And look, the rain pretty much stopped now. It didn't last long, did it? All the clouds have passed. You can see the sun peering through the sky over yonder. It's Friday afternoon. It's good to have folks on the live stream. Hey, check this out. See that? That's one of the pieces of wood we got from the branches. And that's oak. Julio was trying to chop it today. I have a big pile of oak wood over yonder. And he chopped it pretty good. But I'm always so curious about the rings. They say if you count each ring, that's the age of the tree. I mean, you could count. I mean, it's an old tree, but you could see the lines going this way. But then this way you see circles. That's old. And that's the tree right there. That's it. That's where that piece of wood came from. Uh-oh. My slipper just broke. See that? That sucks. Plus, that's the other one I was wearing. So, they're not the same, but I had broke this other slipper had broke. So, I had lost the shoe to this one. So, I said, "Hey, I have that." So, I was hoping it was the left one, and sure enough, it was the left one. So now I'm in the same boat again. I wore that thing out. That's kind of funny. Oh, I love cats. Our cat, Chica, I was here in North Carolina April 17th through the 21st, and it was storming real bad in Illinois. And I get home, and Chica's nowhere to be found. So, and earlier, Willie had died, the cat we had for 15 years. So cats are very special. Yeah, I'm sorry it's glitchy. Sometimes I glitch a little bit on this phone. I don't know why. Maybe if I hold the camera still and talk a little bit louder, it won't be as glitchy. Well, Willie died of old age. He was 15. And Chica, either we think a coyote got a hold of her at night, or she just went to another house. I kind of think she found another place to live. I wasn't there at the house. She didn't come back. She had her claws, and Willie taught her how to survive. My wife got Chica because she knew Willie was going to pass. And sure enough, Willie passed. So we just had Chica left. Now Chica's gone. And I don't know if I necessarily want another cat, although they are good company. Look, now I gotta walk barefooted. That shoe's not gonna work. It's broken. But thank you guys for joining the live stream. I'm broadcasting to y'all from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And the thing I like about North Carolina is these beautiful pine trees. I mean, here on the east coast of the United States, I mean, all throughout the U.S., we have these beautiful pine trees. I mean, think about it. That's how we build houses, is from pine wood. And these are beautiful trees. And that's an oak tree. That's a grand oak tree, that big one is. I told Julio my tree in Illinois is bigger than that one. And I think it is. I'm going to take a measurement of this before I leave. So I'm filling up the swimming pool. That's what I'm doing. And should be able to swim tomorrow. Got to get some chlorine tablets. Blah, blah, blah. But this was a chore to fill this, to drain it and fill it up. It'll be fun to swim in. So, I'm just out here chilling, thinking of what to do for chow. I should go buy groceries. I don't know. I like ordering from Pizza Hut. I like the thin and crispy pepperoni pizza. 2 liters of Pepsi and some buffalo chicken wings. Spicy. That always hits the spot. Or I could just make another sandwich. Ham and mustard and bread. I had spaghetti for lunch. So good. But I've been pulling weeds over there. There's weeds. I got some more weeds to pull. Spaghetti's the best. The best. Spaghetti's the very best. Well, I really appreciate you guys stopping by the channel and visiting the channel today. Ryder, thank you for sticking around so long. You know, you guys can certainly view the shorts, and I've posted on my posts tab. I haven't been broadcasting as much. I'm new to YouTube. Well, not so new. I'm just still I guess they call it a rookie. Your first year, you're a rookie. Brand new to YouTube. So I'm a rookie. I'm just brand new. I'm a novice. I'm not a big streamer. I'm not looking to get monetized or anything. I just like to share who I am and who God's created me to be and share my faith. And that's what my channel's about. And I read short scripture verses from the Holy Bible. So that's my channel content. So important that we do understand who we are as humans. Everybody always asks that question, why was I created? Or why was I born? Or why am I here? What's my purpose? All that, you know, ever since I was a young boy, I was always wondering, what's my purpose in life? Why was I born? Why was I created? What am I supposed to do with my life? It's all relevant, right? We all ask the same questions many times. Yeah, the military's good. The military's good. That's what I did, Ryder. I was in the United States Air Force. That's why I bought this house. That's why we purchased this home. We moved here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I had 6 kids in this house. That bedroom was Tiana. Tiana was born in the year 2000, so she's going to be turning 25 in November. And Maria shared that bedroom with her. Maria just graduated from high school at age 18. And at the time, Maria was 4. She turned 4 when we moved here. She turned 5 when we moved here. So she was 4 when we moved here. Now she's 18. So 14 years ago, she lived in that room. And then Sarah, who's going to have her 3rd baby, August 7th, in California, she's living. She lived in that room. She graduated high school from Terry Sanford High School here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And those were 3 kids in 2 of the rooms. And the other room was Alexis across the front of the house. And at the bottom of the house was Michael, who was in the Navy. Michael was born in 1995. Sarah was born in 1994. And then Agape, he was born in 2007. So he's 16. He'll be a junior and 11th grader in high school. So that's part of my purpose. Raising children. Which I'm happy to have done and continue to do. Now I have grandchildren. Now expecting my 6th grandchild biologically. And I have 10 grandchildren altogether because I raised 3 stepchildren. That's another story. For another day, eh? Congratulations, Ryder. No, in the Air Force, I was a medical person. So I made sure that everything was set up correctly for people to accomplish their mission, whatever that might be. Medically, people were healthy and fit, maintained a good way of life. It was my job. And now my job is to be retired. Ugh. Okay, what does my camera say? Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. This phone's so finicky. Rotate the device back. Okay, got it. I got it. I got you. It's a Samsung 22. Hey, so do you ever think of what you do without a computer or without a phone or without the internet? You ever think about that? Does anybody ever think about that? What am I going to do without a phone or without the internet or without my gaming system? Everybody's so addicted. Don't you agree? You don't ever think about that, Ryder? Why not? You should. Have you ever gone one day without touching a device or something electronic, whether it's a TV or a cell phone or a tablet or a computer? Could you go one day? I guess I should ask. Without touching a cell phone or a computer or any type of device, could you? I mean, I don't know. Could I? Yeah, you know, people are addicted. Well, next week, I'm getting a plane tickets, probably 4 of them. And the kids are going to come and they're going to swim in their swimming pool. And let's see how long they can stay off their devices. And that's okay. If they're on their devices, they're on their devices. I'm not like Hitler or anything. Get off your devices. Okay, Ryder. Thank you so much for staying on the live stream and really appreciate the time that you listened to me speak today. May God bless your life and continue to bring many joys and fulfillment to your life. See you again sometime. Thank you for stopping by, Ryder. Hey, welcome everybody else to the live stream. I'm broadcasting to you from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and you guys obviously know what that is. Mother Nature just rained, so Mother Nature put a little bit of water in the pool, and that water hose is doing the rest. I slid down that a couple times. I painted this pool in 2013, and believe it or not, I slipped and bumped my head on the deep end. So the guy helping me paint the pool this time, I said, Julio, you got to be careful. And believe it or not, I slipped again this time, but I was on my butt. And I was prepared, so if I did slip, because as you go down that slope, to get down there by the drain at the middle, at the bottom, you got to be careful. And Julio slipped, He was power washing it before we painted it, and he slipped. It's not fun. It's kind of a scary feeling. But it's good to have folks on the live stream. I haven't been broadcasting many live streams lately. I started doing more short videos though, so that's good. I normally broadcast live streams from Illinois, where I'm from, but I'm in North Carolina right now. Beautiful, beautiful state. And so I came to North Carolina. This is a home that we own that I've asked the renter to vacate. I actually gave the renter an opportunity to purchase the home first, though, in all fairness to the renter, because the renter had the home for 11 and a half years renting it. So I gave an opportunity to the renter to buy the home. Look, there's my shoes that I need to throw in the trash can. I broke one of the sandals. I was explaining earlier, the shoe that's black, the other one broke, and this one broke today. But in my closet, I lost the shoe to that one. So here I was wearing two different shoes. So now they both go in the trash. But instead of going out and buying another pair of shoes, I just was ingenious, right? You make do what you have. At first, it felt very uncomfortable, but then before you knew it, I broke them in to where I couldn't tell the difference. I need to just go buy another pair of sandals. But I'm going to just throw these in the trash. Sayonara, 86. You're out of here. Later, tater. I'm not putting you on my dogs no more, or my feet. There's the recycle bin. There's the old trash bin. And there's the new property of Fayetteville. Look how you spell that. So many E's, two T's, two L's, Fayetteville. I mean, you could probably use that in a Scrabble game. So, there goes the shoes. I just threw them. So this is where my home is in North Carolina, and I'm fixing it up. It's up for sale. We don't have to sell it, but I put this driveway in before we left. I think it was 2012. We were here for about a year, and I put this black gate in because the swimming pool has to be enclosed all the way around. And I cut a lot of pine trees down. I had 3 large pine trees there in the front yard, and all those pine needles were always getting in the gutter, so I cut them down. But that's the house right there to my left. So I have it up for sale, and trying to sell it. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No big deal. I mean, we got an offer the other day for the first time, and they wanted to take it for very cheap. And look, trim the bushes today. See that? Get the bushes away from the house, so the little critters have space to get into. You don't. In other words, you don't have a bridge. See this plant here? I should trim that back from the. She's in. And so there's been probably close to 300 people walking in that house. You figure there's probably 3 people every time, 4 people. The last time there was 6. Time before that there was 8. And everybody likes it, but nobody wants to pay you what you're asking for it. And I'm not just gonna settle, you know. I'm asking $400,000 for the house. Somebody offered $350. So to my reluctance, I said, well, we'll take $375. Sure enough, they came up $5,000 to $355. My next text message to my real estate agent, I took about a day to think about it out of professional courtesy. But I wasn't going to accept that offer. He suggested we go back at him, another counter offer, $365. That's the way they do real estate, right? You go back and forth. I said, we're not even going to counter offer their counter. And they just came up $5,000. It's okay. We didn't have to sell the house, and they didn't want it bad enough, because if they wanted it bad enough, they'd have paid $375 for it. This is the sunroom. So this is a little, it's an echo, 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 echo. But when it rains, this is a nice little place to hang out. And, you know, you could put a TV in here. I think that's the cable. She had a TV in here, the renter did. Julio fixed the tile on the front of that door right there. I've been cutting all the roots out from that air conditioning unit, because those roots, you can see them right there. I cut more out previously. They're from that big oak tree. And those roots grow and they seek water. And from that air conditioning unit, you can see that white spout. It drips water. So those roots are attracted to water. They're seeking water. That's what roots do from a tree. And so I need to clean these windows. Some lady said she'd do it for $550. All the windows on the house. So I gotta get a hold of her and schedule an appointment for June 27th. And then look, you can see the front door. See, that's the front door to the house. Oh, yeah, just put your notification bell on if you're still here. But all that firewood right there. I need to get internet here because I'm just broadcasting off of my phone. And I'm not hooked up to the internet because I should get internet hooked up, Spectrum. But those are some of my books that I have. A pastor preaching, gaining heart wisdom. A new English translation, Septuagint, and the Bible Almanac. And this is good. Grace for today. Words of encouragement, right? So, those are the only books I have set up. And then that's the kitchen over there. It's kind of messy right now because I have stuff all over. We've put this tile flooring in. Julio and I did. He did most of the work, but that was all hardwood floor, but we put black tile for the entryway. And then this is where my 2 sons, at the time Michael was a sophomore and junior in high school, and Agape was about 4 or 5. So we had a bed right there against that wall. And then against that wall was another bed. So the 2 boys shared this. And we had a door set up like a bedroom. Hardly ever shut them, you know. And then the upstairs is 4 bedrooms. And then there's a little bathroom down here for the swimming pool. And for the guests, hola. Just a little bathroom, so you come right from the swimming pool to the bathroom. And then the cooktop, the cook stove. And we put that double oven in when we first moved in. So it's a cute little kitchen. I like the kitchen. This was the light I liked right here. That's really cool. I like that. Turning that on. And then I got the same light for here. That one. And I picked up that breakfast table the other day. And then to the garage, right? Into the garage. So there's all this stuff we used to work on the house. I got another showing on Sunday. And then over here, I told you it was messy. Over here, of course, is the good book. The good book. This is what drives my life. This is what motivates me. This is my food. I'll read you one verse. Acts chapter 21, verse 1. And it came to pass that after we were gotten from them and had launched, we came with a straight course unto Caucasus, and the day following unto Rhodes, and from thence unto Patara. That's Paul's journey. The Apostle Paul, when he was converted, he used to kill Christians. His name was Saul in the Old Testament. And Jesus converted him on the road to Damascus. He was traveling, and two other men were traveling with him. And he would seek out Christian people that followed Jesus Christ. And he would persecute them and assassinate them and murder them. And Saul was converted to Paul. And in the book of Acts, tells many of Paul's journeys. So that's my YouTube channel. That's who I am. That's my bread and butter right there. That's who God's created me to be. And I share the Word of God on my YouTube channel. That's what I do. That's my content. And I enjoy doing it. I honestly do. I haven't been doing it as often as I usually had in the past because I'm in North Carolina now, and I usually broadcast from Illinois, where I live. Well, now I'm living here temporarily. My wife and kids are going to be coming next week, flying into Fayetteville. I'm looking at making those arrangements as we speak. And we'll go to Myrtle Beach, and I'll rent some beds and put beds in their rooms. But we've been redoing the bathroom. So things are a little messy right now, but we put in new tile into the main bathroom upstairs. But this is a large bedroom. I was saying earlier, this is where we had Tiana and Maria staying together. So we had 6 kids in this house. And then there's the swimming pool down there that you could see. I was saying earlier, that house you see back there, you never used to see that, but that guy that lived there cut a tree down. When he cut that tree down, he cut all the greenery. There goes my privacy. And then this is the front of the home. It's another nice bedroom. This is where Alexis stayed. Alexis was born in 99. So she just turned 25. She had her first baby last year. And that's the front of the house. So this is a nice little area, nice little room with nice closets. Excuse the mess. We've been redoing the bathrooms, the flooring. And then this is where Sarah stayed. Sarah was born in 94. And Sarah's getting ready to have her 3rd child August 7th in California. And then that's her view from her window. and then the master bedroom where my wife and I stayed. I got a bed while I was here, but this isn't, it's just, it's a vacant house, pretty much. I mean, I'm in it. The other day, I get a text notice that people are coming to look at the house, and it said 7 p.m. You're going to have a showing from 7 to 7:30. There's a guy riding his bike. Oh, my phone's getting ready to die. I should plug it in. And so I'm mopping the floors downstairs because we had been working, so dust accumulates, right? And you want to make as good a presentation as you can for people when they look at the home. And I'll kid you not, I literally was working on the kitchen, and I saw two cars parked in the driveway. I said, no way, it's not 7 yet. So I go to the lady's having a hard time opening the key box, and so I opened the door for her. And I said, oh, you're here now. And I said, I thought